But this squad going 0-1. They come back with a vengeance, and that's a scary thing. Zeus, the one to draw first blood. Minny is down. Damage has been done. They look for a little bit more. Tucked up close. It's going to be yetujey swinging into trade, leaving Proxh down to 50. But the advantage already secured. Not so firmly now, but with the flank taken down, it's only a sliver of HP. A single shot onto Proxh. Feels good to see a Neon slide into your trips. But a trap now. The 3 players wait in main. Well, 2 wait in main. Sup went running in. The TV back from Zeus as he gets to safety, but the trades aren't looking too hot. They're not ready for sociablEE! He's taken 3. Fighting from the shadows, the side not checked. They'd already killed 3 players. They thought there couldn't possibly be a 4th rat in the corner, but they're down to a 1v1, and bipo is already tagged heavy.
Well, if he was dancing after the last round, if he can take this one home, he might just be breakdancing in the center of the stage. But for yetujey, it's going to be easier said than done. Doesn't know when the last...
At least on the side of Mates. That's a silver lining. Sup is playing a risky game hiding in that cage and has to give it up. Look at the pace of Mates. Minny's already trailblazed them through, and, well, Sup's got a battle on his hands. He's went into 2 with a shorty out. Ambitious, to say the least. That's the spike.
Spike down, B.
Oh, luckily for them, it's on the right side of the door. A maniac down on either side, it seems, but for now, I was going to say things are even, but that didn't last long. Trades back and forth, convergence path thrown in. But are they going to be able to react off the back of it? Wary that maybe some of the players didn't hit and they weren't, but Zeus hits the shot anyway. His 3rd of the round, leaving just 2 remaining. KROSTALY caught with utility, and then the trip catches another. That leaves marteen all online, but not a great place to use it. Needs to be another instant shot, but he doesn't realize that that player was just around the corner. Step heard, ready for the fight, and he will hit the headshot anyway.
Is he about to make a play? They're waiting for this. FUT are sat back after the trip was broken in the market. They still have 2 players top mid. Mates knowing that they've pulled that rotation over, but not ready perhaps for this many players to still be in position now. This rotate pulls numbers towards the A site. They're ready to defend this with their lives, and it's down to a 3v2. Rotate in from Zeus to lock off that site push. And starxo doesn't really have much safe space to get this plant. They could try to go for it. And I would imagine even in the corner, this is a little open. Vulnerable to the spam, but they'll get away with it.
I like the dart as well. Meant that nobody wanted to take the risk. Looking like they're going to try and fight towards Zeus. If they can clear, and this becomes a whole lot easier, but it's always easier said than done. Nice shot from bipo. And now he'll know where both the remaining players are, but they know where he is as well. Hoping to try and
looks to block them as they come in towards a kill trip. And Zeus there to bait them in. Trying to force the fight, but the trap a little further back. Hasn't been detected just yet. Okay, so the lurk around won't really be profitable for bipo, and if he steps too far forward, he'll be taken down, but no longer as yetujey falls to the Hunter's Fury. Still the man advantage there for the side of FUT. They've broken a trip in B main, and now for Mates, they know there's no way back. Their flank is under threat with an Omen still alive. They could have already bypassed it. The only thing to do is to take the site, but they need a safe haven to fight from. A look towards the spawn. bipo baited in by the steps of sociablEE. Didn't know that he had backup, and starxo's got to do it alone. He knows there's 2 players on short, and the paranoia's landed perfectly. Still, the arrow not catching gave a chance. And it's sociablEE gone down on mid, positioned to strike from an angle they are not expecting. They're droning in a vulnerable spot. They're TTing and giving him freebies, but now the pressure can be applied, but starxo's got his back to him! Where did he think he'd gone? Big mistakes as marteen falls, and FUT thrive in this round. A snake in the grass, a surprise to start, but the 2nd and 3rd, they should have known, and they should have known better. bipo has to take down 4, and to say they're defending the spike, and wait a moment. And in that time, FUT have set them.
Ulting now. 3, 2, go.
Omen. He's ready to fight. Go left, Martin, go left. Too short, fading short. That's it. Too short. Bingo short, bipo.
I'm Joker. Wait, don't play.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
They're still both short.
Peeking,
People had them.
Up.
Then HP now.
And Omen, he was short.
Could be city then maybe.
I'm planting, Jen. Go plan. Okay, can we just spot after?
I have CT.
He's on top of the box. Nice flank, guys. Shot flank.
Okay, I have CT.
Then HP then on.
Shadows traveling.
Omen could go elbow.
Yeah, I'll take your elbow.
He has elbow. He jumped short, summon.
Okay.
Play
Have
double
cross,
metal, make for
have
another.
cross with me. Have cross with me. Being short. Try to spot short. I'm holding elbow. He's baiting.
Waiting.
I have elbow.
Last player standing.
Anti. Guys, but please focus on the bot lane, guys, okay? Like, we're playing like shit for no
I need
reason.
more comms, guys. Like, we're not talking in
Was on the
bot
ball
lane.
of your
Was on the
Flank coming in. And the call there seems strange. They call, I believe, not to go for the plant. That momentary freeze, it made Sup think something's going on. And then he catches the flank. And that's where it starts to fall apart. Reposition from Sociable is perfect, and they just realize it.
Yeah, seems like more mistakes on their end, and you make mistakes, give opportunities to FUT. They're going to take them with open arms, looking to try and surround, or at least fake, the idea that they're surrounding the players on this B site. Instead, though, they're going back in the other direction, and well, a nice hold from bipo will deny KROSTALY's aggression.
Yeah, you know, it's KROSTALY feeling like he'd missed the boat. He wanted to then make something of that position, go for the flank. Zeus, that's the spike, stopped, but the flash was perfect. Zeus is going to have to come up in a big way, and he's caught the flank. At least he's detected it, suspected it, and dealt death to bipo. That was a fake dash. It sounded like maybe he went towards the elbow instead. Coming back to fight on short, where Sop has already claimed another, and Zeus has seen one go into the corner. They've got the info, both on site. It certainly wasn't the planter walking moments ago. Proxh will be dealt with. Zeus is having a heater with marteen stunned in that corner, spotted by the cam, pinged up. He doesn't stand a chance. 2 to 3-3. We saw them on their feet. There's been no need for a mood change on FUT so far. This time a more direct take at the B site. Mates start out with the opening kill, a second as well. Still yetujey to deal with, and he's proving difficult to root from position. The shorty lands at least one more. But KROSTALY, well, he could put it down to a 1v2 here. The cage will unfortunately allow bipo out. Well, maybe fortunately if you're a Mates fan. 3 players on this kind of angle. Hell, they could even smoke it and just spam you down.
There should be absolutely no way for him to get out of this scenario alive. Well, unless he can get this one to half. That's a nice shot. They do have to be a little bit careful. Another one of those, and maybe he can turn it, but that time should tick low enough that he doesn't stand a chance. And
It's quite rude.
you got a green outfit as well. Anyway, starxo has managed to find that opener. A good start. Maybe this is the comeback. Minny hasn't had to do too much just yet, so there you go. He's at least found himself one.
Here for a second there. I wanted to believe, Tom.
Yeah.
I could feel myself flying
It's
for
all
a
right.
moment.
I believe he's going to step up into this game.
Good. I've convinced
Minny
you.
never has, well, no, based off facts
Based
of
off
his last
arguments
game.
that
You
I've
know,
made.
his first map was rough, the next 2 he was great. Been shut down immediately in this one, though.
Oh, that was unlucky, though.
Yeah.
That was really unlucky if you think about it.
Bonus rounds, look from this
good.
point. They may genuinely run out of time before they get to the fuse.
Last player standing.
And they won't get a kill either.
I do that a lot. Zone out sometimes.
marteen might not have been listening to the save call, and he's given himself away. Luckily, side B, they have to be concerned about the mid-fight, about the market cross. They'll at least have 2 in position by the time push comes to shove. First trip's already been destroyed. The second is for the jump up. Zeus goes down, but it's a slide around from Sup that's completely erased this setup. The shock dart's deadly to some, but that damage won't be dealt where it's needed. FUT 4 versus 3.
Yeah, the first one was just a little bit too deep, but a couple of low HP players definitely makes it interesting. The run through from sociablEE is manic. Proxh had no idea that he would come through the other side.
Enemy remaining.
And it leaves just one. And it's going to be
already, and how important it is for this squad. We've seen in that first half it play out for Mates. Slowing down FUT becomes the mission. 4-round gap between them. A great start by starxo. That flash has gotten marteen back through for 2. And they're keeping this even, doing damage to KROSTALY. Players could already be in the ground. But it does give Mates the read.
Yeah, same for FUT though. Like FUT have now seen both players. They saw Minny over on the other side of the map on B, and then they saw bipo. That's why they immediately hightail it to this side. But Minny is ahead, and he's immediately going to take out KROSTALY, the lower HP player. yetujey is looking to try and play aggressively though. It's a little awkward. Again, mid control has completely gone the way of the attack. This is something they've been able to battle for throughout. xeus taking a hell of a lot of space. Now, bear in mind, it was being watched by marteen. That was his sort of chance to strike, and now he's been lost. sociablEE went back for a further battle with the superstar duelist on Mates, and he's won it once again. They ice out firmly under the control. Now, they're going to try and put the pressure onto yetujey, but he will be able to see by the time they're there. Minny deals with him anyway, though.
sociablEE's being checked, but he wins the skill check. Mates, one man down on the retake. Every position accounted for, barring starxo. This Proxh. Oh, it's a good spray. It's given hope to starxo a chance, and he dodges the ult as well. Here just in time. Low HP on the first. yetujey stepping into the Viper's pit, and look at Minny go! He's taken yetujey down. A sensational position. And perhaps, genuinely, a chance for Mates.
Oh, okay. xeus was a little bit further forward than they expected. Proxh has done well. Spike not planted. And they have to get on it now if there's going to be any chance. sociablEE's run out of time.
In a row for Gentlemates, and it starts out with aggression. They're pushing towards the spike. A lone man, sociablEE, now has backup. xeus has come to his aid as the smoke fades. Here's the swing, and sociablEE goes down. So too does xeus. A beautiful paranoia delivered by Proxh. And although that might not be the kill, it should be good enough. Sop down to 35. That sliding neon will be easier to hit. Now, I meant Sop, but Minny goes down before.
Fighting into 4 players that know you're there is going to be tough. There's 2 lined up, ready and raring to go. And it's perfectly placed as the prior round.
Cover going out.
Well, the spike won't be left defenseless this time. Instead, FUT look to take that mid control again, this time together. Rotations being heard. Drone going through. Paranoia, it only catches one, but it forces the peek out of bipo. He's now down and out, and FUT are making ground towards this B site. The plant will be found. sociablEE spotted, but he still found one. Almost the second with marteen left on 30. Looks like it's still going to be FUT's round, but marteen will get back up to at least a decent amount of health, maybe even full. Oh, 87. Oh, there it is, up to 100. Back to fighting form at least.
Paranoia to clear. xeus being spammed out, but even still, while low, he finds another. Hunter's Fury. Now send back at least keeps marteen alive. The Sheriff is also connected onto Proxh. So now one player is healthy, the other is walking wounded once again. And you know the yetujey is going to be taking first contact. He might be the only contact needed. That Sheriff has done immeasurable damage. And while the shock dart should close things out, no, he'll live.
Mates look to fight one of those. It's short for Proxh where he's tucked in, but he's given away his position. The paranoia has caught him as well. sociablEE and xeus both deliver, and Sup's there to clean up backside. Mates, full control. And a 2 versus 4 for starxo and marteen. marteen even looks to get a bit ahead of the action. He's already looking for a fight on site. Of course, they just planted, so he wants to catch them as they get into different positions. But he doesn't want to overextend and get caught off before his buddy's ready to fight. Flash sent out. But they didn't go on the back of it. Now they're going to have to do it dry. And, well, look at the
because their attack side, at least when they played versus FUT themselves, was very, very good. So it's about getting enough rounds to take that next half over the line. And it's not a great start. Not a great start. Okay, that's not bad.
A spark of hope comes out of Minny's kills, but, well, the trade just puts weapons back in the hands of FUT. They now have 3 right.
Flank coming in fast, though. That's the element of surprise, but the longer this takes for them to make their move, the more aware FUT are going to be of those gaps being filled in. A trip being broke's more of a bait, though. It is trying to make them think that there's a player coming in from behind, whereas, in fact, all three players are in from the garage. The swing from yetujey, a little bit risky, but the player up above made things awkward. Sociable, evening things up once again. And now the drone's going to fill in the gaps. Nice shot from bipo, though. It's left all onto KROSTALY. Tag low already. There shouldn't be much. Walked into garages. If there's anyone there, I'll just disappear. And so they've got this C site for free. It's going to be a full-on retake necessary. But that does also mean that the mates have held on to a lot of their own utility. They still have flashes on marteen. They still have the wall that can go up from Neon and the paranoia. So they've got a lot to play with here. They are being flanked, though. They're being flanked twice.
Yeah, just excellent timing from Sociable. He heard them running away from Garage, running up through mid, convergence path lands, Sociable on the big wraparound, and he's got them tucked in the corner. Dead to rights, you think? But Sociable falls. The flank heard of yetujey, but he strikes just in time before they can... FUT and early signs pointing to that dominant outcome we feared. Nice early fight for Minny. He'll even get out, and marteen goes back in off the back of his own flash. It's a freebie. TP taken, spotted, and dealt with by Minny. And this is the result that mates have been searching for. A 2 versus 5. If they let this one slip, I expect a pause immediately.
Yeah, I also think that seeing the trip, yeah, it's all the ruse. I like the switch up. Fury available. The FUT are just playing patient, and while the running back is...
starxo's going to try to cross into a nasty corner, but Zeus appears out of thin air, materializes for the pick. It takes that backside control, allowing the plant to come through. 5v3 now. Mates need a pick. They need a way back in, and Minny tried to create it. But now he's laying on the floor, spectating the rest of the squad.
And so once they start spotting that, they just wait it out. And now Zeus looking to finish the job he started. Maybe doesn't even realize how right he is. He made a choice. Like, I don't blame starxo, because you go like, I've got to go for someone.
Look at the TP taken by Sociable. He's already up on the door. Marteen thought he got one and got out scot-free. He thought he just had to dodge the spams. But instead, Sociable was the problem. Mates solved that problem with ease now, though. Proxh and Minny have done well.
I love
4 versus 2.
They go from patience to just all-out aggression in the next round. Like, look at the spot in which Sociable died. He was peeking a player from the left link of B. Even still, post-plant is available. Now, there's a Hunter's Fury. But unless they're very worried about how this round could go, I don't think it's going to be used. Nice shot from yetujey. This gets dangerous now. A chance for Saw, but he's going to get bombed. Where's he going to use it? Oh, it might be very soon now. Is there any way for this to be dodged? Doesn't look like a good flash. Actually, marteen might survive this. In fact, his teammates have come in to save the day. His own counter utility kept him alive, and Minny has shot them both down as they look to enter the site. A solid hold from the defensive mates. It seems like after the pauses, they've always been good for one, and well, for KROSTALY.
A fine death.
Okay, first is going to be his of extra time and giving him a chance to...
Weird, I thought that was you. Maybe you can go together.
Well, we came from the same place back in the CS days. What can I say? Real recognition.
Probably a little bit perplexed as how far he's managed to get. He's eventually going to meet marteen, and while marteen knows he's there.
It's the problem. You step in there, you think that you found a gap, and instead you're walking into space that they have left open for you. The molly spreads and takes Zeus down. The spam alongside it. And that cam, not just watching Garage, but watching the long walk up too.
Standing ahead.
Even with bipo going down, there's so little time. They won't be able to interrupt it. So a plant is at least going to be found. That was the first worry, but the numbers are the next. So favorable for mates. It has to be KROSTALY with another life round.
Both of these teams have been more favored over on the attack side of this map.
I've caught an angle they're not looking at, but no. They're just looking at it from much, much further back. Waiting until you're too far in to fall back. FUT now much more direct. C-site under a lot of pressure. Proxh and bipo both here, though, to weather the storm, and it's bipo delivering a double. He's made it at least an even trade, but the plan now undeniable.
Yeah, Hunter's Fury available as well for KROSTALY is going to make things that little bit more difficult.
Spike planted.
Run it back for marteen on the other side. Actually, that Hunter's Fury going early.
Very early.
It's forced the ult out of marteen. It means he won't be able to use it on re-entry. It might be a worthwhile trade. Minny also trying to retake control with an operator is not the ideal gun. But both ults now out of the round.
Shut down by Sociable is solid, and
Let's have a
yetujey
little listening to how the pistol goes.
Adamlar back cross'tu.
Careful here.
Önce cross'u koysanız biriniz bait atın.
Evet.
A koşuyor, A koşuyor. 2. En az 2. Diğeri side'a girmiş beyler, neon koşuyor.
Evet. Bayağı koştular.
Bak attı.
30 seconds left.
Beyler utilimiz yok. CT'ye git Doğan. CT'ye git. Okan ok atsın smoke bittiğinde. Sen cross'lu ol ama
Spike
smoke'un içine.
planted.
And it's a plant for Mates. FUT have to fight their way back in. Cage thrown behind from yetujey, a bit of misdirection, but Marteen's close enough to realize it. And stun has caught Zeus, and it's a death sentence for him. And whilst they wait for yetujey to group back up, the round seems to have slipped completely out of their grasp. As we said, a much-needed pistol round for Gentlemates. A loss here would put them in an almost unrecoverable position. The bare minimum achieved momentarily. If they lose this one, I would be... Oh my goodness! I start to get worried. The jump around there, one more shot could have turned the tide, but luckily it will not go the way of FUT. They're going for the group approach. It'll be Sociable that has to stand and greet the pack, the first taken down, but the tip of the spear is still sharp as ever. Minny wrapping around will be caught. Sociable. He could have fallen back, he could have retreated, but he stands his ground for 3. And now, making this a costly round should be hard! Marteen makes it look easy! Zeus has 7 health, and he'll have to kill Marteen twice. He won't even get a chance. Taking the control of long out of the hands of FUT, looking instead to challenge on short, thinking it would be lighter, less heavily defended, but instead, they've met the spams, steal and shocks coming their way. The Mates are slowed on the approach. Nice shot from Marteen, but that's done. It's boxed him in the corner. He's been seen. Zeus didn't realize, and Marteen somehow gets away with the kill. And now the flash is perfect! Another big round from Marteen! One after another. And with yetujey, the last man standing, Marteen doesn't need a kill for orbs or for economy, but he needs it for the ace to take the lead!
Absolute insanity. He's already got more kills in these first 5 rounds of the second half than he did in the whole of the first half. It's just been dominating ever since he managed that clutch. And this was basically just really sound squad like FUT. It's looking like a different beast. A deep position. Another start for KROSTALY. And SOP having to get out of there because of the run it back, which of course is coming online basically every 2 rounds at this point. They do have a rat in the back line.
I know exactly.
They're just going to fight into the spawn. That was SOP with an operator.
That's
Spike planted.
disgusting. The confidence on Minny to play the Odin like that. I've seen it before on a Neon, but considering this game was over not long ago, to have them look this confident now. The winds have changed, have taken effect here. TP as you like. You might have ran out of ammo, but still a shorty to work with. Zeus does make it out alive. Hey, it's a silver lining on a very gray cloud. Mates up to 11. This was seeming to be a lost series for Mates, and now they are running around. He's going to kill him as well.
There's no way the one bit... That might be the case again. Already fighting forward, but there you go. SOP, you got blades. How about killing them all? Maybe that's what the coach has said. It's a strategy that works probably more often than you think it would. And with a little bit of a help from his friend Zeus. I was going to say a ninth round looks guaranteed, but Marteen's alive, so who knows?
Yeah, you really can't count them out on this form.
Can't count him out.
Exactly.
The others have been good. He's been a god.
KROSTALY, the first one to meet the challenge, and, well, it is time to flee. 2 to fill in the gap, though. It's not just Zeus there.
remaining.
He's got sociablEE by his side.
Well, let's see if they can now turn that into something a little bit more. If at first you don't succeed,
Oh!
try again! And while Sop delivers again from getting
Stop
decimated.
that from happening. The wall up, even the cage, that cage is yetujey's. And, well, it
Brought
was...
to the side of FUT. Rejuvenated, revitalized. Now Minny. No more Odin. And not much health.
Oh,
Bit
nice
risky.
shutdown. Low HP doesn't quite matter if the opponent doesn't shoot back. For Mates, 2-man advantage.
You're
Run it
not.
back online, and Sop goes through the fire to take down Minny. A shot through the smoke, but marteen, he's seeking vengeance. Blood for blood as he runs forward. The run it back will get him close, and he'll grab a kill for his trouble.
Great work from marteen. It seems like 12 is guaranteed for Mates. A flash again. His flashes have been so perfect throughout this game, and for Zeus, an incredibly rough second half that
Further aggression from FUT instead over on this A site, just waiting for players to step in, and they didn't check it, yet still the kill is not found by Zeus. KROSTALY at least trades out, but that should have been a clean advantage for FUT.
I don't know if it's like if it's Zeus's mouse running out of battery or something, but like in this second half, he has been, well, pretty poor. KROSTALY needs to at least get something from this, and yeah, he's just stuck in no man's land. There's no one alongside him. At least the TP available. That's going to get sociablEE past, but it's being watched by bipo. Well aware of the potential of this risk. Puts them in to an advantageous position. How has yetujey managed to just walk out and find a kill? It's only going to be the one, but there's Sop finding another. Blade Storm on 9. That's where he's been at his best, pushing them out of the site. In fact, pushing them far back! What is that from Sop? Again with the Blade Storm, he is on top.
I think I would have fallen over after a play like that. What an unbelievable performance from Sop in this last quarter, man. He was having an okay game, and then he stepped up to another level. His 2K, 3K on C-Long was something, but this was something else. Overtime.
The one where everything's even. Well, FUT closed this now, and marteen is just walking up at this time. Maybe a little bit too
Still has danger around that corner. The operator waiting for him to swing on in. And it looks like he's moments away from making the mistake. Now numbers back to even. Minny makes it out as well. They sent Zeus to try to put the pressure on to take this operator down, but it is still lurking around. Not for long, but that trade out from starxo, that headshot hit onto Sop, it's removed a big player. And with Zeus low HP, there is still a chance for bipo and Proxh.
yetujey is not going to miss that shot, though. And now back to the rifle. bipo's not been having the best of games, but the biggest moments coming in overtime. Everything else is forgotten. Getting through this crossfire choke.
One round here, one slip up, and all their efforts on Haven and on Sunset are forgotten. History will only remember that they went out of this series winless. For FUT, the C site's been taken, a retake setup already called by the defensive side. And one snake in the grass of bipo is the one to avoid.
Normally, we haven't seen these full retakes from FUT. They like to battle early, and here goes Zeus. It's a great dive in again. He gives space, but bipo's on that flank. He has been spotted, and Sop has cleared out his teammates, just like the last round. bipo is a necessary hero, and he has to go now. They are defusing. There is no